It's the same thing with the earth. Like this earth was created, and now in the end times, we are dissolving it. It's finished. So that's like the longest sunyata. So that's like the longest trajectory. It's like, whoa, it started like 6,000 years ago, and now we're dissolving it. And then even in the 7,000 years, it's going to totally dissolve. After the Christ age finishes, it's totally going to dissolve. For 7 days, apparently, it's going to be like the earth was never created. And then after the 7 days of total silence, the earth will rise again. So when you cannot perceive spirituality in terms of our everyday life, that is also your own impurity. That you have a certain grasping, you have a certain idea about what spirituality is, and that's called a klesh, or like impurity. And that impurity blocks your pure vision. That impurity blocks like you directly seeing something. Like, you know, when they say you have to see sunyata, and you have to directly see sunyata. Why can't you see sunyata? Because you have impure perception. You have an error in your view. There is like dirt in your view. There's a dirt in your perception, and you have to clean it before you can see it. Like, for example, if there is a dirty mirror and you cannot see a reflection properly, that's like a klesh. That's the impurity. So when you wipe the mirror and then you see clearly, you see yourself clearly, that is purity. So you have cleansed the mirror, so you've gotten rid of all the impurity, the klesh, and now you can see yourself perfectly in front. That's what impurity is. So when in Buddhism they talk about pure vision, you have to get rid of that impurity, that klesh, to apply Buddhism, or to apply Hebrewism, or to apply spirituality directly with our world. So when we have that separation of spirituality is this and my life is over here, that's an impure vision as well, because your life and spirituality is the one and the same thing. Because you have a spiritual life, because you have a human body, and you live in this world. Why do we have the human body? Because we are spiritual. But because of our own impurity, we don't see ourselves as spiritual beings. We don't see ourselves with that pure vision of like, I am a spiritual being. You think, oh, I'm just a human being, and spirituality is over there in the temple. Spirituality is over there in the monastery. And that's what you think. But like, you have to get rid of that impurity, and you have to see yourself as a spiritual being. And you're like, I'm a spiritual being, and I have been given this body, that no one on this entire universe has the human body. The human body that's given me to attain spirituality and attain purification. So you have to see it that way. You have to remove that impurity, and you have to remove that klesh to be able to even perceive spirituality, even perceive Buddhism, and realize that spirituality, Buddhism is not separate from this world. It's one and the same thing. Sunyata is part of this world. Sunyata is the base of this world. Arising, dissolving is what the humans do all the time. And generation and completion, Utpanna and Sampanna, is what humans do every single day. So when you remove the klesh, you can see it that way. You can see it directly. When they say you have to see sunyata, you can't just perceive it and know it. You have to see it. You have to see it in real time. You have to see it. So that's like seeing sunyata. When you remove the klesh, you will directly perceive this reality. So, you know, when you have the sunyata, it's like coming and going. Like sunyata goes like paripati, and then she comes back with she goes with the para, she comes back, she arrives with the mita, and she comes back with the ita. You know, like it's like it comes and goes, it comes and goes. It's like this activity and this movement that you can see as the human life as well. We're always coming and going. We're always going to the shop, coming back. We're going to work, we're coming back. We're going to a different country, we're coming back. We're going to the kitchen and coming back to where we need to come back. We are going to meet our friends and family, and we're coming back. We're always going pari wadi, this way, that way, over there, over here. We're always like somewhere. So we're always in that directional space. So like that's another way to see Prajna Paramita directly manifest in your life. It's like we are using that Prajna Paramita direction system, and we are in that Prajna Paramita all the time, and we are in that play all the time. So whether it's Utpanna Sampanna, arising, dissolving, whether it's like going over there and coming back, that activity is always there. Like I gave an example of like when you pick up a glass, you drink water and you put it down. That's like coming and going as well. And then you have utpanna and sampanna with that as well. So it's like it's like it's templated in our reality, and it's part of what we do and our activity. So when you look at pragyaparamita in everything, and that means like you have clarified your impurities. Now you can see everything as pragyaparamita. You can see everything as sunyata, because you're like, oh wow, I live in the sunyata world, I live in this pragyaparamita world. Everything is rising and dissolving, everything is moving, everything is direction based in the pragyaparamita template. I'm in the sunyata world, I live in the sunyata. And it's like I don't have to go somewhere to learn about sunyata. Sunyata is just like here, it's everywhere. So in Buddhism, pure vision is like one of the main things they teach as well. So they say like you need to have pure vision and sunyata, and that's like apparently the core of Buddhism. Like the core of Buddhism is pure vision and sunyata. So you have to be able to see sunyata with your pure vision, and you can only see sunyata with your pure vision. They work together, but they work in both sides. It's not like you need pure vision to see sunyata. It doesn't go into one direction. It goes in both directions. So it's like need sunyata for pure vision, need pure vision for sunyata. So what that means is like if you want to experience sunyata, you actually have to get rid of all your impurities. So you have to get rid of all your impurities. So you have to get rid of all the attachment, your clinging, your perception, all the deception that we have been a part of, all the black magic that we are a part of, everything that we believe, all the indoctrination, all the propaganda, everything that we believe in. We have to get rid of that. Everything non-spiritual, scientific, technology, this modern world, this modern system, this Western system, we have to get rid of all of that. Those are all your impurities. So when you are coming from that impure state, you cannot perceive and see sunyata. That's why testimony and disclosure is important, to drop the veil. So dropping the veil is getting rid of impurity so you can see sunyata. But at the same time, and the second point is you need sunyata for impurity. So it's like to get rid of impurity. So sunyata purifies you. So sunyata will drop the veil. Sunyata will show you like all of these fake things that you are a part of, all of this illusion, incorrect perception, all the errors that you embody, and all the mistakes that you make, all the incorrect perceptions that you have, all of the ignorance that you have, and all of these different things, mental constructs that totally control your body and your mind, your behavior, your actions, your thought, your feelings, your outcome, your emotion, how you feel, what you believe this world is. It affects you directly. So that's your impurity that has total power over you. That impurity has total power over you. So how can you get rid of that impurity? Through sunyata. Only sunyata can collapse it. Only sunyata can show you that it is impure, because sunyata is the correct one. So you need to start dropping veils. So you need to start seeing. You need to drop one veil, okay? And then I can see a little bit more. I think I'm understanding. And then you drop another veil. It's like, oh, I think I'm seeing more. I think this is real. I think what these people are speaking is like real. And then you drop another veil, and it's like, whoa. And then you drop another veil, another veil, another veil. And then you finally get to the other shore, and you're like, wow, this is the real world. Now I can see clearly. So that dropping the veil one by one, that's your sunyata. That's like you achieve sunyata in one thing, you achieve your zero. So if you believed in the celebrities, and you were obsessed about music and movies, and you believed in all the celebrities, that they were great and kind and talented and amazing, if you believed in that, you can drop that veil. So that is holding you. That's holding your mind. That's caught you. And that's got you going to the movies, spending your money, buying albums, dancing in all the satanic songs, and liking all the celebrities, and fanboying, fangirling after them. So they got you. So Sunyata will be like, no, that's wrong. Those are demons. They are not talented. They're not hot. That's like black magic. There's nothing there. Release it, let go. That's going to take you to hell. So Sunyata will show you. And then when you release that, that's you gained zero, in that context, you gained your 0. So you have to do it step by step. So first you drop one veil, and then you go and be like, oh, if celebrities are satanic, then maybe these politicians, I'm going to look into these politicians. And then you go in and you see the same thing. It's like, wow, even the politicians are corrupt. Now let me check out these athletes. And then you go into the athlete world. It's like, wow, even these guys. And then you can just like attain your 0, your purification for everything. So if you're holding on, you let go. You go to 0 with that. If you spend $10,000 in music and movies, you let go, and now you spend $0 in music and movies. And if you spend like hundreds of dollars in Netflix and sports subscription, when you realize that the sports people are reptilian, or hybridized reptilian people, hybridized reptilian life forms, you're like, oh, unsubscribe my sport channel, unsubscribe of Netflix, unsubscribe of Fox. And then you were spending $60 or whatever, I don't know what the subscription price is. So you're spending $100 a month, now you spend $0. So it's like a literal thing as well. So when the veil drops, you stop spending. So it's like, oh, the sport people are reptilian. Before I was spending $100 on them every month. Now I've dropped the veil. I've realized Sunyata, and I'm spending $0 on these people. So it's like a literal thing. So you can't just like realize Sunyata at once. In our world, we have to do the work. It's not like back in the day when the monks were meditating. It's a totally different world. You can say it's an alien world. It's nothing compared to what we have. Their mind was different, their food was different, their elements were different, their spirituality was different, everything was different. They're basically aliens, the old people. And how they received it, how they realized Sunyata is different. For us, we have to do the work because it's real time. Mark of the Beast is a real technology. It's going to go into your skin. So it's not in your head anymore. It's manifest. It's taking form. So they're going to put the Mark of the Beast inside of you. So it's real. It's taking form. It's not propaganda and mind control. Now it's taking form. It's telling you if you don't get this chip, you're not eating. It's taking form. And that's why we have to drop the veil. That's why we have to get to Sunyata step by step. First we drop one veil, then we drop another veil, and we drop another veil. At first you attain 0 in one thing, then you attain 0 in the education system, you realize it's fraudulent. Then you attain your 0 in the technological system, you realize it's fraudulent. Then you gain 0 in the financial system, it's fraudulent. Then you gain your 0 in the medical system, that's fraudulent. You have to keep going. Even in your personal life, you gain 0 in your relationship, you realize it's fraudulent. You have to keep going, and then the Sunyata will keep increasing, and then the Sunyata will keep expanding and keep increasing, and then you can have your great completion, like the Dzogchen great completion. You can have that. Once you drop veils after veils after veils after veils after veils, then Sunyata will increase. It will increase. And then you can basically get to that stage called non-learning. You can get to that point of non-learning, which is a stage in Buddhism. When you're achieving Sunyata, you can get to that space of non-learning. And for me, it's like when I get to that stage of non-learning, we can have the rapture. That's how I look at it. So Sunyata is helping you drop the veil. So ultimately you can actually see her in her totality, in her form. The Sunyata is taking you step by step, dropping your veil, and you get to the end and you're like, I see you. I see Sunyata, and you see her. It's not, you can't just know it, the concept of Sunyata, you actually have to see it. And you see it by dropping the veil. And that's how potent this system is. This Vajrayana system that I'm doing, that's how potent it is. And it's designed by a father, because Vajrayana, there's gazillion ways to achieve enlightenment. And this is one way to see Sunyata, because of the reality that we live in and the world that we live in. It's tangible. So all of the demons have done their work on the earth. They have put their clones here. All the humans that they made, they put them here on this earth. The reptilian human hybrids that they have created, they have put them here. They have made humans with other hybridized animals as well. They have put them here. They have hybridized humans with dogs and wolves. They have put those things here. So that's why it's a different space. It's fun to play in that space because it's so different. It's like a sci-fi movie. It's unbelievable. So you want to go in and learn. You want to be like, Satan made humans. Satan made clones. These are synthetic. Katy Perry is a synthetic clone man. Selena Gomez is a synthetic clone man. It's like, what? That's a synthetic? Like Selena Gomez is a clone? And you can have fun because it's a different life form. You get to see that different life form. And then you get to see the reptilian. These both athletes, they're flicking their tongue and they're like reptilians. They can't stop flicking their tongue. It's like they're hybridized reptilians. You can see this totally different life form that is hiding under the human disguise. So they've taken our form and they're hiding as us, but they're not. And they enjoy being themselves. Like, it's not like they want to be more human. They want to be themselves. They want to be more reptilian. They love being themselves, but they only be humans to trick us and fool us and get what they want from us. They like the human form, but they use the human body in the most disgusting way. So they don't use the human body correctly, though the reptilians are taking human form. They don't use the human body correctly. And they use it in the worst. Like, they're showing you boobs and showing you the butt and dancing and getting lip injections and cutting off their nose. And they do weird things with the human body, and they're constantly showing it to us. It's coming from the reptilians. It's coming from the firmament, the Satan's seed, the serpent seed, as they call it. It's written in the Bible, serpent seed, which is the seed of Satan. They are doing all of those crazy, like, naked stuff. Like, they are doing that. It's not coming from us. It's not coming from the humans. But they can program us. They can program the humans to take into their system. They can be like, oh, you should get a surgery, or you should bleach your hair blonde, or you should get boob implants, or you need a bigger butt. So they'll make you do those things, and they can influence you to take into their system. All of the body distortion, the gender distortion, all of that obsession with beauty, all of that, or fake beauty with a lot of makeup and plastic surgery, makeup, all of that, like angles, lighting, all of that is coming from the satanic forces. It's coming directly from them because they are obsessed with the idea of like beauty and presentation, but they are the ones that are the ugliest and the most disgusting. Everything is about seeing. So you have to go into the charnel ground, which is the mainstream world, and you have to see it for yourself. So when you see the impurity, and you can drop the veil directly. So as it says in Buddhism, when you see the naked truth, the veil just drops on its own. You don't have to do anything, because I don't have to convince you like Sunyata is real, reptilians are real. Like, I don't have to write a theory. I don't have to do a PhD in it and present a theory. I don't have to do that. I'll just be like, here, that's my proof. And you'll just see it. It's like, go look at that man. That's a reptilian. He's sticking his tongue out, and he's got like forked tongue. Look at his eyes. Look at his body. Look at his nails. And you'll just see it as like, oh wow, that's a reptilian. That's not human. That's not a human trait. You'll be like, that's a clone, because that person has many clones, and these are all the clones of that person. Go look at that. And then you'll just see it. It's like, wow, so I thought that person was the only person on this world, but they have like 3 clones of the same person. So you'll just see it. So it's about seeing. So when you see it, it's like Selena Gomez clone. You see it, the veil drops. It's like, that's a clone. So I don't have to be in my theory space anymore. I don't have to be in my mental space anymore. Though I know it, I can also physically prove it. Keep dropping veils, and that's your Sunyata is taking you, guiding you slowly through the process. And then you get to the other shore, you get to the other side, and then all the veil drops, and then you see Sunyata. That means your vision is purified, and you have become pure, and then you see Sunyata. So that you have attained a high level of purity, and then you can directly see Sunyata. You're like, wow. And then you're amazed with Sunyata. You're like, oh my God, Sunyata is like crazy. It's like you just can't perceive it. It's like you can't. It's just amazing. Like Sunyata is amazing.